There's the bird. Beautiful day.
We spent 12 wonderful days in Bucerias, Mexico. Here's how it went.
Through the Shark Tank. This is where they try to sell you timeshares. This is a place you want to stay away from. Just keep walking. That's the airport. That's the walkway you go across. The taxis are just over here.
After snagging a cheaper taxi fare, it's about a half-hour drive to Bucerias. Be prepared for sudden lane changes and for tight squeezes, as well as the typical cobblestone bumpy ride. This is what our itinerary looks like for the next 12 days. Yellow is home, red is paid tours, and green is public bus destinations.
We're here. This is our room, and this is our long walk to the beach. Oh, there's a grill? Nice. We just got here. Nice little pool, overlooking the water, and there's a beautiful beach. I think this will work. And there is construction next door, on both sides of it actually. This is the road going. It's a non-through road. It just ends at the end with more construction over there, which yesterday, or the day before actually, they poured concrete for another floor, so it was non-stop for most of the day, so very noisy.
But mostly it wasn't too bad. They didn't use power tools that often, and the hammering wasn't excessive.
And this is our little home for a week and a half. So you walk in, they got a little table and chairs, a little couch, coffee table, another chair. Kitchen is good, just did some dishes before we left. A little washer dryer, and then the bedroom, separate bedroom. Our view, which sucks, but it is the back of the building, so that is what it is. Little TV in the bedroom. This is the bathroom, shower. Like I said, we don't have a view, however, it really was never an issue for us. It was, you're literally like 10 seconds away from the pool, so really not a big deal.
And they have a gym. After some pool time and getting some breakfast food, which included this wonderful egg carton from a small local grocery store, it was time for dinner. We used the Facebook groups Friends of Bucerias for one of our information references, and Aussie's was highly recommended, so that's where we went.
This is how day one ends. Sitting by the pool, cerveza in our hands, watching the cruise ship take off. Taking off from Puerto Vallarta. We have the pool area all to ourselves. Nobody here. You know, one bad thing is everyone has old hair. They all have gray hair. They're like 60 plus. It's definitely a retirement. Hey, is that horses? Oh, they got horses going on across there. Horse ride.
Day 2 began where day 1 left off, at the pool. Oh, and we did get some groceries. We chose Carnes Selectas Tenariat for a meat shop, and everything else we bought at La Comer. After making a custom margarita, we crossed the Kissing Bridge and went into the market and checked out the Buceria sign. Now you may ask, because we have such a busy schedule coming up, why didn't we do an excursion today? Well, the reason is, with all the airport slowdowns and cancellations and the lost luggage, we used the second day as an extra, just in case our flights got delayed. Day 3 began with the first of 3 paid tours through Vallarta Adventures. This first one was to Marietas Islands and the secret beach. Yeah, it was a little rough. Alright, I'm going in.
Alone.
It is quite the swim. No fins, no mask, no snorkel. And I'm trying to film at the same time. Fantastic view. Love this. This is awesome. I wanted to do this last time we were in Mexico, but it was all full.
That's because there's limited access to this area.
So we are the first ones here this morning. Woo! Those rocks are sharp. I don't know what I hit, but
Next stop was snorkeling, but you had to wear a life jacket. So yeah, not that great. But day 7 at Yelapa was much better. Today was a 2-tour day, so after feeding the wildlife at Karen's, it was off to Rhythms of the night. The rough seas from this morning lasted for the day. Luckily, we were on a bigger boat, and the waves made for a spectacular sight at the dock, both on arrival and departure. But some people weren't happy. One of the girls was bent over with her head buried in her hands the whole way back. I guess it could have been too much punch.
This is the day after our excursion to Secret Beach, where I got a little bit caught on the rocks on my shoulder.
Oh my God!
There.
You are not documenting.
Yes, I am
an
documenting. Yes.
abrasion That is
Yes, and I am.
like
And
a
then
tiny.
just and there, that
Oh
looks
my
horrible.
God.
That's
The equivalent of a man flu.
If you enjoyed seeing me being chastised, please subscribe. Chantal would get a kick out of it. The next couple of days were spent exploring Bucerias and getting lots of pool and beach time. This is Centro Bucerias. From here we walked several blocks and turned left onto La Puntilla, which took us to the beach. The road coming back to the town square is essentially beachside restaurant row. We kept the loop going from the Bucerias sign, went past our condo towards Karen's, and then up to the next block to Luna Luna. Now why did we go to Luna Luna? Well, we didn't eat anything here, but this is what we found. After a great night out at Jack's, day 6 found us on the bus on our way to Puerto Vallarta and the Malecon. In addition to the walking, biking, portable vendors, shops, sculptures, clubs, restaurants, beach attractions, there's these guys, the Papantla Flyers, who perform this rain ritual several times a day. This plaza marks the beginning of the Mirador de la Cruz hike, which takes you up there. Once you get past the last 2 sets of stairs, you'll get rewarded with this fantastic view. Okay, so back on the Malecon, we got some ice cream to cool down after our hike and enjoyed more sculptures and the Puerto Vallarta sign before ending up here, the Los Muertos Pier. Not only is this a great place to take some pictures, it also serves as a water taxi port to various towns like Yelapa, which we are going to tomorrow. And for dinner, langostinos on the beach was perfect. Tour number 3 started at Playa Mayuitas for a snorkeling stop. There's a good variety of fish and you're able to free dive snorkel. Then it was time to enjoy the beach or do some other activities like banana boat. After lunch, we headed to the main stop, Yelapa. Yelapa is a gem to visit. There's no cars here. The only way to get around are ATVs, motorcycles, and your feet. The town is built mountainside, so all the roads twist and turn everywhere. Keep going up and you'll find a popular spot. One of the big draws here is this roaring waterfall, but it's the dry season, so it's not roaring today.
Ooh, plaza. Nice.
This place just begs to be explored. There's 13 restaurants here on the side of the hill, and that doesn't even include the ones along the beach. Unfortunately, we only had a couple hours here, and that includes the beach time.
So, I'm on the beach.
Chips limón están el bueno.
Yelapa is definitely a full day experience. Day 8 was another, yep, you guessed it, beach day. You can't have too many of those. And honestly, our rented condo really felt like home, that we didn't need to go anywhere.
There's Chantal waiting for me. We're at Dutos, enjoying sangria and the Miami Vice. Cheers. Mini bananas.
How can I describe Sayulita? How about busy? And then there's vibrant, there's colorful, beachy, charming, hip, energetic, beautiful, picturesque. The list goes on. And don't forget, there's the iguana tree. So this is it. This is the iguana tree. I'm going to zoom in because there are some in there. Yep, another beach day. It's our second last full day before we went home.
We're at the Voodoo Monkey tonight. 2 more days left.
We had a choice today to either go to San Pancho or Lo de Marcos.
You can't do this in Sayulita, walk down the middle of the road.
Both are just north of Sayulita. We chose Lo de Marcos because a little bit further from Sayulita, and also the town looked a little bit more developed. And words to describe Lo de Marcos would be laid back, relaxing, authentic, peaceful, rustic, a lot of the opposite of what Sayulita is. And one more word, secluded. That would describe most of the beach, and most of the beachside restaurants are at the far end.
Well, last night in Bucerias, and it is time spent. Hey.
Hey.
Time spent by the pool watching the sunset. Isn't that nice? So our last meal in Mexico. Fajitas and tacos. We were at, was it Fat Boys? The Fat Boy? Or Fat Boys? Yeah, we're right on the beach. Plane doesn't leave till like 6, so we've got most of the day to just kind of hang out. There have been some protests here, but hopefully it'll be okay for today. Last 2 days we're nuts getting to the airport. So it's not a bad way to spend a flying day, relaxing by the pool for, we're gonna be here 4 hours. Final lunch. Mr. Santana. Is that a Nutella waffle?
Pancake.
Oh, pancake. A Nutella pancake.
Cake.
I chose wrong.